and the coach for the Catholic Central Cougars, John Hams. Our first event this evening will be the 200 medley relay. The Ottawa Hills Indians will be swimming in lane 2, 4, and 6. Excuse me, they have lanes 1, 3, and 5. Catholic Central will be having lanes 2, 4, and 6 this evening. For the 200-yard medley relay, in lane 4, we have Compiègne, Corte, Grill, and Pauline Jennings. In lane 2, Colleen Jennings, Penny Munger, Laylee, and Sarah Glover. In lane 6, Kristen Harnick, McCabe Hamsler, and Bakim. And we are underway in the 200-yard medley relay for the Ottawa Hills Indians. In lane 3, Rokoff, Scisserney, Vines, and Wellscott. In lane 5, B. Hatch, K. Leeper, P. Mansky, A. Diaz. And in lane 1, K. Snitfield, Mazzaro, Khan, and Eckert. The City League record for this event, the 200-yard medley relay, is held by Catholic Central, set in 1985, with a time of 1:55.71. And as we head into the breaststroke portion of the race, we have Ottawa Hills in the lead by a body length over Catholic Central in lane 4. Time the breaststroke for Catholic Central and the Ottawa Hills Indians. Okay, we have Ottawa in 1, 3, and 5. Catholic Central in 2, 4, and 6. Going neck and neck in the butterfly right now. Or lane 3 and lane 4. Lane 4, Catholic Central. Lane 3, Ottawa Hills. Ottawa Hills has a slight lead right now as they dive off for the freestyle. Catholic Central seems to be pulling away. Ottawa Hills catching up. It seems to be a dead tie right now as they reach the 175-yard mark. Coming back towards the end of the race. Lane 4, Catholic Central seems to be losing by one body length over the Ottawa Hills Indians. Catholic Central coming into the wall. In first place, Catholic Central coming in second. Could be winning times in a minute. And in lane 6, coming through right now, for Catholic Central. Great 200 medley relay race. Nice action in lane 3 and 4 from Catholic Central and Ottawa Hills. Next event right now coming up is the 200-yard freestyle. Swimming for Catholic Central this evening in the 200-yard freestyle. In lane 4, we have Jennifer Kreslins. In lane 2, Amy Hillary. And in lane 6, this evening, Ann Alder. As we get set for the 200-yard freestyle. And swimming for Ottawa Hills this evening in lane 1, Roloff. In lane 3, Snelling. In lane 5, Williams. Seems to be a dead tie right now.
3, 4, 2.
Williams of Ottawa Hills seems to have a slight lead right now in lane 5. Followed in lane 4 by Jennifer Kreslins of Catholic Central. In lane 6 we have Annette Alder, who's also in the race. As they reach the 100-yard mark. Roloff still having the lead for Ottawa Hills this evening in the 200-yard freestyle in lane 4. Jennifer Kreslins keeping right up with her. In lane 3, we have Schnelling, who seems to be catching up with Jennifer Kreslins in lane 4 right now. In lane 1, trailing behind the rest of the pack, Roloff of Ottawa Hills. And then Alder, lane 6 of Catholic Central High School. Following up in 5th place, and in 6th place right now from Ottawa Hills in lane 1, Roloff. As they reach the 150-yard mark, Williams of Ottawa Hills. For the finish of the 200-yard freestyle, I guess I made a slight error in the calculations. Bear with me this evening. T. Williams of Ottawa Hills winning that race this evening in lane 5 from Ottawa Hills, and coming in 2nd place, Jennifer Kreslins of Catholic Central High School, coming in 2nd place. And 3rd place, getting the official results as they come through. And we do have the official results here of the 200-yard freestyle. And at lane 5, coming in 1st place, Tina Williams of Ottawa Hills with a 2:07.523. Lane 4 in 2nd place. Lane 3 in 3rd place. Lane 2 in 4th place. Lane 6 in 5th place. And lane 1 wrapping it up in 6th place with a time of 2:29.595. The 200-yard individual medley for Catholic Central. We have Brenda Greil in lane 4, Sarah Glover in lane 2, and Lisa Campione in lane 6. As we get started underway in the 200-yard individual medley for Ottawa Hills. In lane 3, Dykema. In lane 5, Vines. And in lane 1, Monroe. As they are swimming in the butterfly stroke right now, heading towards the first 50. Seems to be Ottawa Hills in lane 5 having the slight lead right now. And in lane 6 from Catholic Central, we have Lisa Campione. In the backstroke right now, our leader in lane 3 right now seems to be Sarah Glover. Opening up a body length lead. In lane 3 right now from Ottawa Hills High School, Dykema in first place. In second, following close behind by less than a body length, we have Brenda Greil of Catholic Central High School. As they turn and head back, swimming breaststroke, the 150 mark. We have Dykema, lane 3 for Ottawa Hills. Finishing just ahead of Brenda Greil. As Nevines begins her freestyle portion with Greil less than a body length behind, closing in the freestyle. In third place from Ottawa Hills, we have Nevines. In fourth place, Sarah Glover of Catholic Central, lane 2. In lane 3, coming into the wall, is Dykema of Ottawa Hills, winning the 200-yard individual medley. We'll have the official results coming up as soon as they're tabulated at the score table. In lane 3, winning the 200-yard medley relay, Dykema of Ottawa Hills. In lane 4, in second place, Brenda Greil from Catholic Central. In lane 2, Sarah Glover in third place for Catholic Central. In fourth place, and lane 5, fourth place, going to Vines of Ottawa Hills High School. In lane 1, in fifth place from Ottawa Hills, Monroe, and in sixth place, we have Lisa Campione from Catholic Central High School. Our next event, the 50-yard freestyle. Swimmers will be swimming 2 lengths of the lap. 2 lengths of the pool, I should add. Not just 1 lap. Swimming for Catholic Central. In lane 4, Liz Braun. In lane 2, Kelly Hines. And in lane 6, Pauline Jennings. For Ottawa Hills in the 50-yard freestyle. And for Ottawa Hills in the 50-yard freestyle, in lane 1 we have Senerig. In lane 3 we have Wellscott. In lane 5 we have Diaz. Now getting underway in the 50-yard freestyle. Jumping out to an early lead in lane 4 seems to be Liz Braun of Catholic Central, followed closely by lane 3, Wellscott of Ottawa Hills. As they come for the final lap of the 50-yard freestyle, Liz Braun of Catholic Central coming in first place. Second place, Ottawa Hills. Wellscott. We'll have the official results coming up. Diving coming up right now after the 50-yard freestyle this evening. And the official results of the 50-yard freestyle. In lane 4 in first place with a time of 26.930 seconds, Liz Braun of Catholic Central. In lane 3, second place with a time of 27.597. Kay Wellscott of Ottawa Hills. In third place, lane 2 with a winning time of 27.833 seconds. Was Kelly Hines of Catholic Central. Coming in fourth place, lane 5 with a winning time of 28.262. That was Ann Diaz. And coming in fifth place with a time of 28.584 in lane 6, Pauline Jennings. And in sixth place in lane 1 with a time of 29.298 was Sarah Snog of Ottawa Hills High School.
First dive this evening will be Jenny Edwards. Her dive will be a forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Okay. The first dive for this evening will be Jenny Edwards. It'll be a straight dive in the forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Scores are 3.5, 4.5, 4.5. The next diver will be Katie Plummer from Catholic Central. It's her first dive. Will be in a forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. What's an R dive? Reverse dive. Inward. Scores 3.5, 3.5, 4. The next diver is Joy Turner with a forward dive in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.3. Next dive will be by Lisa Popio. It's a forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Score 4, 4, 4.5. The next dive will be Rachel Menning, a forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. The next dive will be Colleen Jennings with a forward dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Scores 4, 4, 4. Next dive will be Jenny Edwards with her second dive, a back dive in the straight position, 1.7 difficulty.
22.1.
The next diver will be Katie Plummer. It's a back somersault in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Scores 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 5.
23.
The next dive will be by Joy Turner. It will be a forward dive with a half twist, degree of difficulty 1.7. Scores 1 1/2, 2, 2. The next diver will be Lisa Popio with a forward double somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 2.2. Scores 4 1/2, 4, 4.
27.5.
The next dive will be by Rachel Menning. It's a back somersault with a 1 1/2 twist in the free position, degree of difficulty 2.3. Scores, please. 5 1/2, 5, 5. The next dive will be by Colleen Jennings. It'll be a forward double somersault in the tuck position, 2.2 difficulty. Scores 4, 4 1/2, 4. The next dive, beginning the third round, is Jenny Edwards doing a back somersault in the pike position, 1.6 difficulty. Scores, please. 4 1/2, 5, 4 1/2. The next diver is Katie Plummer with a forward dive with a half twist in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.8. Scores 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 3 1/2. The next diver will be Joy Turner. An inward dive in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Scores, please. 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 4. The next diver will be Lisa Popio with a back somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 5, 4 1/2, 4 1/2. The next dive will be by Rachel Menning, a reverse dive in the straight position, 1.8 difficulty. Oops. The third dive will be a reverse dive in the straight position, 1.8 difficulty. Am I wrong? Isn't that right? Yeah. Reverse dive. Scores, please. 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2. The next dive will be by Colleen Jennings, a back somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 5 1/2, 4, 4 1/2. Beginning the fourth round of dives is Jenny Edwards with a forward dive and a half twist in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.8. Scores, please. 3, 3, 4 1/2. The next dive will be by Katie Plummer. An inward dive in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 4, 4, 4. The next dive is by Joy Turner. It's a back somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 3 1/2, 4, 3 1/2. The next dive is by Lisa Popio. It's an inward dive in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 5 1/2, 5, 5. He's got to move. That doesn't work. I got to be able to see the scores. The next dive is a forward somersault with 2 twists. In the free position, the degree of difficulty is 2.3. Rachel Menning.
That's great.
Scores, please. 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2.
37.95.
The next dive is by Colleen Jennings. It's a reverse somersault in the tuck position with a degree of difficulty 1.6. Scores, 4 1/2, 5, 4 1/2. Beginning the 5th round of diving is Jenny Edwards with a reverse dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.8. Scores, 3, 2 1/2, 4. The next dive is by Katie Plummer. It's an inward somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Scores, 5 1/2, 5, 5.
24.8.
The next dive will be by Joy Turner. It's a reverse dive in the straight position with a degree of difficulty 1.8. No dive. The next dive will be by Lisa Popio. It's an inward 1 1/2 somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 2.2. Scores, 3 1/2, 3, 2 1/2. The next dive will be by Rachel Menning. It's a forward 1 1/2 somersault in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Scores, 5 1/2, 6, 6. The next dive will be by Colleen Jennings. It's an inward somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Scores 5, 5 1/2, 5. Beginning the sixth and final round of diving, Jenny Edwards, diving an inward dive in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 4, 4 1/2, 4.
18.75.
The next dive will be by Katie Plummer with a reverse somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Scores 4, 3 1/2, 3 1/2. The next dive will be by Joy Turner with a back dive in the straight position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Scores 4, 4, 4. The next dive is by Lisa Popio. It's a forward somersault with a half twist in the free position, degree of difficulty 1.9. This dive is a forward somersault with one twist in the free position, degree of difficulty 1.9. Scores 5, 5, 5.
28.5.
The next dive is by Rachel Menning. It's an inward somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Scores 6, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. The next and last dive will be Colleen Jennings with an inward dive in the pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Scores 5, 5, 5. 10 minutes.
And we do have the results for diving this evening. In first place from Ottawa Hills, Menning. In second place from Catholic Central, Lisa Popil. In third place, Colleen Jennings from Catholic Central. In fourth place, Katie Plummer from Catholic Central. In 5th place, Edwards from Ottawa Hills. And in 6th place, Turner from Ottawa Hills. The score of the diving went Catholic Central 9, Ottawa 7. And the final score right now, Ottawa Hills edging by just a bit, 42-36. More swimming right after this.
This year, 5,000 of our children will take their own lives. One way to prevent suicide is listening. Are you?
Now for the beginning of the 100-yard freestyle. And the 100-yard freestyle just about to get underway here. Starting off there with a big splash. Taking the lead, lane 4, Liz Braun from Catholic Central. From Catholic Central, swimming in the 100-yard freestyle, we have Liz Braun, lane 4, Kelly Hines, lane 2, and Megan McCabe in lane 6. For Ottawa Hills, we have Monroe in lane 1, Wells Scott in lane 3, and Diaz in lane 5. Right now, Liz Braun hits the 50-yard freestyle at a split of 27.73 seconds as she has on the 75 in second place, trailing right behind swimmers from Ottawa Hills in lane 3. We have Wells Scott in lane 5, Diaz trailing right behind her. And finishing up the 100-yard freestyle, Liz Braun. And we will have more official results coming in as they are tabulated here at the scoreboard. And the official results for the 100-yard freestyle. Coming in first place this evening, Liz Braun of Catholic Central in lane 4 with a winning time of 59.129 seconds. In second place, lane 3. Third place, lane 2. Fourth place, lane 5. Fifth place, lane 1. And sixth place, lane 6. Right now we have the 500-yard freestyle. This is the 500-yard freestyle considered by some. In the high school swim season. 500-yard freestyle is 20 laps of the pool. And swimming for Ottawa Hills in lane 1, Hatch, lane 3, Dykema, lane 5, Snelling. Swimming for Catholic Central in the 500-yard freestyle, lane 4, Jennifer Kreslins, lane 2, Amy Hillary, and in lane 6, Pauline Jennings. As you see, all the swimmers right now, Catholic Central and Ottawa Hills, are taking it easy. They will be swimming 20 laps over the pool, the freestyle. And lane 3 from Ottawa Hills currently in the lead, followed closely by Jennifer Kreslins of Catholic Central High School in lane 4. They'll be finishing their 5th lap here, and I'll see if I can get some split times for you on their 25s. Just to give you an idea of how fast they actually move in the water for a lap of the pool. Lane 3 from Ottawa Hills had a split of 15 seconds at the wall. Jennifer Krusnitz of Catholic Central with a 16.80 seconds. A relatively slow pace right now, but they are in between right now, the middle of the race, where they are saving most of their strength for an exhilarating end. And we should see time somewhere in the mid 6-minute range for the 500 freestyle. Lane 3 is still in the lead for Ottawa Hills, followed closely by Jennifer Krusnitz of Catholic Central in lane 4. And in lane 6, Pauline Jennings from Catholic Central in 5th place right now. Lane 3 opening a bit of a lead over Jennifer Krusnitz of Catholic Central. Lane 3 from Ottawa Hills. I wish I had a sheet to read off the names, but unfortunately they're all being used right now, so we'll just refer to the Ottawa Hills swimmers as what lane they are in. I'm sorry, I do not know their names. I wish I could, but it's one of those things that happen. Just got to grin and bear it, I guess. Okay, thank you to the friendly PA announcer next to me who handed me a sheet. I will be giving you the names of the swimmers now instead of referring to them by lane numbers. So in the lead right now from, this is for Catholic Central. Okay, well, do we have Ottawa Hills? Is it possible that only, okay. Well, we still have a problem with the Ottawa Hills swimmers. Thanks again to the PA announcer who saves my day. In the 500-yard freestyle in lane 3, find out who that unknown swimmer was. It was Dykema of Ottawa Hills. In Dykema that she has 50 more yards to go. Her split just under 16 seconds for that 25 yards. Dykema speeding it up in lane 4. Jennifer Krusnitz losing her 2nd place lead. Very close. She's behind by lane 5. And Schnelling of Ottawa Hills, very close. They both flipped the wall at the same time, heading back home towards the 500 yards. The winner, lane 3, Ottawa Hills, Dykema. And coming in close, and it's close, lane 5, Ottawa Hills winning and coming in 2nd place, that was N. Snelling, and coming in 3rd place, Jennifer Krusnitz of Catholic Central. Very good swim, as we see most of their times were in the 6-minute range. And we do have the official results right now of the 500-yard freestyle. Winning that in a winning time of 5:57.861 in lane 3. Kathy Dykema from Ottawa Hills High School in 2nd place. We had Jennifer Krusnitz in lane 4 with a time of 6:08.778. In 3rd place, we had a winning time of 6:07.243. Lane 2 in 4th place, and lane 6 in 5th place, and lane 1 in 6th place. Right now, the final event of the evening, the 400-yard freestyle relay. Joseph, Lamont, and Cohn. As we start the 400-yard freestyle relay. And nearing the 50, we have Catholic Central, their relay of Alder, Hines, Braun, and Presence in the lead right now. And as they end their 100-yard freestyle, there are 4 swimmers on the 400-yard freestyle relay. Each swimmer swims 100 yards. And as the first swimmer ends their 100-yard swim, the second swimmer starts their 100-yard swim. And right now in lane 4, we have Kelly Hines of Catholic Central in the second leg, and she is currently ahead of lane 3, Ottawa Hills swimmer Schnelling. I will get a split of their time for you, their last 50. Kelly Hines winning right now in lane 4 in the 400-yard freestyle relay. As she nears the end of the 75 and comes home hard in the 400-yard freestyle relay. I'll give you a 50-yard split just to show you how fast these girls are actually swimming this evening. Her split was a 32.02 seconds, very good for a 50-yard end sprint. Liz Braun now swimming for Catholic Central, the third swimmer in the lane 4. In Ottawa Hills, lane 3 swimming right now, Kathy Dykema, who is 2 body lengths behind Liz Braun of Catholic Central. And as we near the 50-yard turn, Jennifer Presence of Catholic Central in lane 4 seems to have a slight lead over lane 3, Ottawa Hills. Our third place relay team in lane 2 right now. Our fourth place relay in lane 5, our fifth place relay in lane 6, and our sixth place relay in lane 1. The Catholic Central winning right now in lane 4 as Jennifer Kreslins comes into the wall. Catholic Central in lane 4 with a winning time of 4 minutes, 5 seconds. The final score this evening just announced by our PA announcer. Ottawa Hills 91, the Catholic Central Cougars 81. A very close meet. Very nice competition this evening. Mike Sanders, it was nice being with you this evening. We're here at Ottawa Hills High School. And this ends it up for this TV 23 production.